Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. On another adventure this week, first time since July, back on the Appalachian Trail. Currently just left Winding Stair Gap, stayed at the Grove Hostel last night. Shout out to Bloobs and Willow for the stay. Bloobs dropped us off a few minutes ago. It's almost 9 o'clock, a little bit of a late start, but nice weather, man. Glad to be back out on the AT. Kind of a wild trip. We're gonna do about 30 miles to the Knock, which is where we stopped last time back in July, and then we'll probably drive south back to the Green Dragon and basically hike north back to Winding Stair Gap again. But yeah, we're out here for a week. Thanksgiving week coming up. Took some time off work. Out here back on the trail again. Super excited to be back. Yeah, just glad to be back out here. Just getting started here, getting the body used to the pack weight. Only setting at about 23 pounds, so pretty light. Good winter setup. It's going to get cold a few nights, maybe down into the 20s, so we'll stay warm best we can. And right now we're working uphill from Winding Stair, and probably do a short day today. Probably get about 8 miles in. Daylight's kind of creeping in. Daylight ends around 5:30 these days, so we're kind of free balling out here. Just got a lot of time just out here enjoying our time away from the real world. So stick with us, and we're going to go on an adventure. All right, guys, we making our way up, climbing to God knows where. Made it to the gap up here. I will not be participating in that activity. Oh, wait a minute. That says lick. Never mind. PG-13, everybody. So, making our way up trail. All right, making our way up. Really not sure where we're going. We're making our way towards Wayah Bald. I think it's only about 8 miles from where we started this morning, but we're starting to get up here, up high, starting to get some views. Big difference from we were out here in the summer. Everything, all the trees had leaves and all the brush was grown up, just walking in the green tunnel. But yeah, when all the leaves are gone, you get some views. So that's nice. That's what it's all about. It's all about the journey. A little foggy this morning. Still got some lingering fog and clouds up here. Kind of see behind me there. But nice and cool this morning. A little breezy there a minute ago. Probably sitting in the 50s. I think it's going to get up to about 70 today. But then, boy, that temperature is going to drop at night. I think not too bad tonight, down in the low 40s. We got some cold days coming up, though. Calling for snow around Thanksgiving, so here in about 5 days. So we'll keep an eye on the weather, and we got plenty of options. We got 2 cars. Parked one car at the Grove Hostel, parked another one at the NOC, so we're hiking back to the NOC. Probably be there sometime Monday. Today's Saturday. And that'll be our first leg of the trip. And then the plan's to drive south back down into Georgia and then hike about, roughly 35 miles back north to Franklin, up to Winding Stair Gap. That'll be the second leg of the trip. But it's day one. Who knows what's going to happen? We got a lot of time off just out here enjoying the trip and having a lot of fun right now. So all about the smiles, baby. All about the smiles. All right, a little bit of an update. About almost 3 1/4 in, a couple hours in. Just stopped to had our first break of the day. Sat down on a nice log, took the packs off for about 10 minutes. Got some snacks, some water, and probably only going to push about 8 miles today, so almost halfway there. It's about 11:30-ish. Done 1,000 feet of climbing so far. 1,000 feet up out of Wayah Steer Gap. Sun's trying to peek out, you see behind me, but still pretty cloudy, overcast. Weather's been good. Been a little windy at times. We're on a little bit of a downhill section, or pretty flat. So, but you know what happens when you go down? You got to go back up at some point. So, I was looking there. We were sitting at about 4,700 feet, and I think our longest or our highest elevation on this leg of the trip is like 5,400. So not too far off, but yeah, back on trail. Probably stop and get some water here in a couple miles, and just out here enjoying the day. Lovely day. All right, we just made our descent down off of something. Couldn't tell you where we were. Almost about 5.5 miles in on the day. Just got down to a road, and now we're kind of on our last leg of the day. About 2.3 miles up to camp, all uphill. So that's fun. It's the last thing we got to do today, so that's okay. Kind of walked by our water source and didn't get water, so sitting on about 3/4 of a liter for the next hour and a half or so. That's fine. We'll make sure we get hydrated at camp tonight. But yeah, it's pretty smooth. We basically just walked downhill for the last 1.1 miles, and like I said earlier, when you walk down, you got to walk back up. So we're making our climb to camp. Well, still making our way up to camp. Probably a little more than 1.5 miles to camp. Yeah, nothing really crazy going on. Just climbing. Climb a little bit, levels off for a little bit. About 100 feet, then it climbs again, so you get your breaks. Kind of wish I would have got, or at least drank a liter of water at that last water source, and then carry a liter uphill. And we got water at camp, so I ain't worried about that. But a little behind on dehydration, or a little behind on hydration today. So, but what's new? Seems like that's always my case. Airplane going by, but yeah, just hiking uphill. Legs are starting to get fatigued. I should probably do some more hiking so I'm not so damn tired. But they're about 6 1/4 in for the day, and we'll finish just before 8. Late start this morning, so get sunsets at 5:30. So 8 miles is a pretty good day for what the time we had. And after that, we're only left with 19 miles to the knock, so probably get a decent day in tomorrow, and then probably have a half day out Monday for the first leg of the trip done, and then we'll figure out the game plan from there. Yeah, still making our way uphill. Less than 1 mile, probably 3/4 to camp. Yeah, just been a gradual climb, but yeah, legs are tired. Kind of expected. Haven't really done any backpacking for 4.5 months since July 4th, so yeah, you don't spend time on elevation or with a pack, you'll lose that a little bit. So yeah, anyway, we're getting there. We'll be at camp here in probably 20 minutes, and yeah, it'll feel good. Get the hammock set up, kick the feet up. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna eat a lot tonight. I didn't really eat a lot today, so yeah, we're definitely gonna chow down when we get to camp. I got into camp a little bit ago, probably an hour ago. That was a rough last mile, hauling uphill, tired. That's what happens when you're lazy for the last 4.5 months. But we got camp set up behind us, and we got a fire going. I don't know what. I think it's supposed to get down in maybe the 40s tonight, but sun's just now setting. And yeah, got us a fire going. Probably cook some dinner and see what the night brings. All right, good morning, everyone. Day 2. Got pretty windy last night. Temperature, yeah, probably got down into the low 40s because I slept pretty comfortable. I was warm with my 30-degree quilt set up. Had to get out of the hammock a couple of times, take care of some business. It's kind of annoying, but that happens. Still kind of windy this morning, chilly. So we got the mid layer on, the puffy on, got my leggings on, because I decided to wear shorts, but that's what I plan to do, so we're all good. But about to get the food down, maybe make a cup of coffee, and see what today's got in store for us. All right, just secured some water here from the spring. I got everything packed up, and take off up that way here in a minute. Well, we finally made it to the top of, well, almost to the top of Wayah Bald. Came up here, used the facilities. Now we're gonna walk the little walking path up to Wayah Bald. Probably the best views from a pit toilet I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, we're up here pretty good. Spectacular views of all the other mountains and the valleys below. So that's why you do it. That's why you go through all the trouble to see things like that. Well, just hey, working our way down off Wayah Bald. Stopped at Wayah Shelter, about a mile down from the summit. Just taking a break, man. It's early, 11 o'clock. So, haven't ate anything today. Trying to get some calories in. Don't really feel like eating. It's weird. I'm hungry, but I eat. I don't really feel like eating it. But yeah, we're trying to eat some stuff and drink some water, get hydrated. All right, just left Wayah Shelter after coming down off Wayah Bald. Had a pretty lengthy lunch. Trying to just eat some calories and just resting. We only, I think we're a little over 3.5 in on the day. Got about 4.5 to camp. Be about an 8-mile day today, which is fine. Weather reports don't look good for the rest of the week. severe thunderstorms Tuesday. Temperature's going to drop real quick Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't have the appropriate sleep gear. we all brought 30-degree stuff, and it's going to be down into the teens. So probably not going to do a whole lot after we finish this section up to the knock. Maybe we'll do some slack packing. Probably hang out in some of the towns around here. That'd be cool. I drove through Helen, Georgia once last year, and I wanted to go back so bad. It looked like a cool little town. So anyway, we just stopped, had lunch, went on the very lengthy side trail to get some water at the shelter, but we're back on the AT now, and got about 3 miles to the next water source, carrying 1 liter of water. That's all I've been really doing between water sources, just 1 liter. So anyway, we're heading downhill before we get to an uphill, before we get to a downhill, and then finally uphill to camp. So we're plugging away. All right, we made it to Lick Log Gap. Just came down from there. Tell we're in a little bit of a saddle because then it goes back uphill. But yeah, got some views. Some campsites here. No, I saw a blue blaze. I thought I was reading on Far Out that it wasn't flowing. So actually you can see the water sun right there in the middle of the screen above that log. So I think I'm gonna take my leggings off for the day. It's kind of about almost 1 o'clock. It's getting kind of warm. But I'll tell you, that last 1.5 miles, boy, that was some cruisy trail. Just some gentle rolling ups and downs, mainly down, and that was something you can just really knock a quick 1.5 miles out. So I'm gonna wait on my hiking partner here, old JB Not Lost. Look him up on YouTube, and yeah, just take a quick little break, drink some water, and we're gonna keep on moving. Still making our way to camp. Got a little view here off the side of the trail, so that's pretty cool. Probably got about a little over 2 miles to camp. I think we're working our way down right now to the next water source. Get another liter of water before making the climb up. So that's kind of what the rest of our day looks like. So just trying to catch some of these views because you don't always get to see them, man. A lot of pretty heavily treed in forest, you know. So this time of year, all the leaves are gone. You can get a lot of views. So it's all about the journey, not the destination. But I am looking forward to get to camp tonight. Rest up there. Make a push tomorrow to get out of here at the knock. Probably have about a little over 11 miles to the knock in the morning. See how that's going to work out. A lot of downhill tomorrow, so shouldn't take as long. But yeah, it's kind of the game plan. Working our way to camp. Looking forward to some dinner, that's for sure. Well, we finally made it to camp. Got a fire going, got the hammock set up, cooking dinner. I'm tired, so I guess this is it for day 2. See y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It's currently 6:30. Still dark. Gonna go ahead and get packed up and hit the trail. Got a longer day today, about 11.5 miles back to the car. So we're gonna try to get out of here at a decent time today. Slept pretty good. Had to get up a couple times to use the restroom, but slept warm. A couple times too warm. But yeah, I wish I could figure out how to get longer sleep. I'll sleep good for a couple hours and then wake up and then kind of got to start the process over. But overall, it wasn't bad. So anyway, we're going to get packed up here and get on the trail. All right, we got all the hammock about packed up here. Trying to get some water in me before we start. Trying to get a little bit of a jump start on hydration. And awesome campsite here at Cold Spring Gap. It's not official, but when you wake up in the morning, you get a sunrise there. Yeah, there we go, right there. So that's cool. Sun just came up over the mountain there. It's about 7:15 in the morning. Probably be shoving off in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So got about a little over 11 miles down to the knock. We're gonna climb. We're not gonna climb. We're gonna go down to Tellico Gap, climb up to Wayah Bald, and then down to the knock. It's about 5,000 feet of descent today. So yeah, it's probably the last day. I'm tired. And we're going to shove off here in a minute and finish out this section of the trip. All right, working our way down Tellico, or to Tellico Gap. Yeah, a little over 2 miles in on today. 2.25. Just stopped and got some water at the first water source. Got another water source in about 3 miles, so that's nice. Only really carrying about a liter of water at a time. But I got about a little over a mile down to Tellico Gap, and then we'll start our climb up to Wayah Bald. And from there, it's probably about 6-7 miles down to the knock. So, not feeling the best this morning. Woke up a little nauseous. Not sure why, but been trying to slam water back. I just feel like I'm not doing very good staying hydrated. Been drinking, but we'll see if it gets better. I finally mixed up some electrolytes for the first time. That tasted good. I feel better. I ate something finally this morning. So I got something in my stomach and, got some electrolytes going. I feel better. Hopefully that's not a placebo thing. But anyway, we're still working down to the knock. Tellico. We got to get the Tellico first. But yeah, I got the car parked at the knock, and we're going to get off trail after today, and we'll see what the rest of the week brings with some weather. But man, I'm looking forward to some really good hot fresh food. Yeah, hot fresh food. All right, so made it down to Tellico Gap. You see the power lines there. Stopped and took a little rest for about 10 minutes. And now we're climbing up to Wayah Bald and the fire tower. So about a 1.5 mile climb. About the last meaningful climb we got to do today. Pretty much downhill into the NOC after that. So we'll knock this puppy out and hopefully enjoy some leisurely downhill walking for the next 6 miles. It's about 10:30. Been at it since 7:30. Done a little over 3.5 miles. So, that's about normal pace for us. So we'll probably be finishing up around dark, probably around 5:30, and yeah, get the car and get some food. But for right now, it seems blurry. Let's make this climb. Whew, well, made it to the top of Wayah Bald. There's a cliff that's right there behind me, but this rock, it looked good to sit down and lean up against. So, towers up there. Haven't walked up there yet, but waiting on JB Not Lost to get up here, and we'll go explore the tower for a minute. That was a fun climb. First half of it, like, oh, that's kind of nice, but it just wears on you after a minute. And some steeper sections there as you get to the top. So, but that's probably about the hardest thing we had to do today. We got roughly probably 6.5, 7 miles down to the knock, and I don't know what time it is. Let's see here. 11:30. So it took me an hour to climb that 1.5 miles up to Wayah Bald. So that's kind of what I expected it to do. But anyway, we're chilling. Made it up here. Might as well enjoy it, because you spent all that time and energy getting up here. You better enjoy the freaking view. But yeah, I'm resting, waiting on JB Not Lost. Go check out his channel, folks. See it from a different perspective. Go check out some gear reviews he has as well. Anyway, we'll check back when we get going. All right, your boy did not go up in the fire tower because he don't like heights. And those stairs are hanging over the edge of the cliff a little too much for my liking. So that's fine. I can sleep comfortably at night knowing I didn't go up there, because whatever happened to my ancestors in the past, it's in my DNA that I do not like heights. So it is what it is. But you don't need to go up in the fire tower. There's some amazing views up here, as you'll see with some of the pictures I just took. But I think we're finishing up here. Probably head down to the shelter here in about 3/4 mile and fill up on some water. And we're basically walking downhill the rest of the day. So I can see Fontana Lake. We're basically going down the Wayah, the Knock, right there at one of the little creek channels that go into Fontana. So I can kind of see where we're going. So anyway, well, yeah, awesome view. Kind of difficult to get up here. Tired being the third day, but yeah, awesome views. Awesome views. All right, still making our way down towards the NOC. Got about 4 miles left, a little after 2 o'clock. And we've been following this ridge for a while now. And these ridges are cool, man. I've been on a few of them, and yeah, they're just cool. Like, you just got views off both sides. You're kind of on the spine of a mountain. Like, it's just a crazy thing. And then, you know, eventually you get something that looks like that. And you spend all this time climbing up here, climbing down here. And it just don't seem fair that you don't get to sit here and enjoy the view very much. So it's just spectacular. I don't know how else to say it. It's just awesome. Don't want to mess up there. Trail goes down there. Look at this freaking view. Oh my goodness. Well, still working our way down. Found a tree to sit down and lean up against. Probably a little under 4 miles to go. Had some incredible views up there. All right, guys, as you can see, it's dark. Almost. It's pretty dark in the woods anyway. A little bit of daylight up there behind the mountains. Anyway, we're almost to the knock. I can hear all the traffic. I can see the lights on the buildings. So that's cool. I haven't really filmed a lot. Just been pushing, trying to get down here. I think it's about 5:30. So yeah, this trip, this part of the trip's almost wrapped up. What I'm hoping is the general store is still open. I'm craving something sweet. Definitely an ice cold Coca-Cola. That would be great. Almost there. NOC, baby. On the final stretch. Let's hope the general store's open. I see lights on, but I think the open sign is not. That's not good. We're done, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. I want an ice cold Coca-Cola. Let's see if we can find something. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this trip. I was able to snag some pizza from the restaurant. That was the only thing that was open. Tim, the bartender, was amazing. I walked in. I was definitely not the most best dressed person there. Tim took care of me, got my drinks. Got JB not lost. He's a little behind. He's coming. Got him some drinks. I'm going to split this pizza for the car ride. And figure out what we're going to do tonight. We're going to get some real dinner here later, though. But yeah, Tim hooked me up with some drinks. Yeah. So, yeah, we're styling right now, man. It's so good. Anyway, appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the trip. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment, man. You got questions, ask me some questions. You got feedback for me, give me feedback. If you wouldn't mind, consider subscribing. I love videoing my adventures and sharing them with whoever wants to watch. So until next time, go on an adventure. See you later. Here comes JB Not Lost. Looks like he's filming out his outro. He already knows, but we got some food and some drinks for him.